Hi there and welcome from Ventura, California to today's webinar, UAS Mapping and Survey, Direct Georeferencing and LiDAR, sponsored by Planelists, Inside GNSS, and Inside Unmanned Systems, and hosted by WebAttract, the leader in thought leadership webinars. I'm Lori Dearman, Senior Webinar Producer with WebAttract, and I'll be one of your moderators for today's session. And in just a moment, we'll be hearing from our panel of thought leaders, as today's webinar is about hearing from these experts as they address the state of the art and science in direct georeferencing and LiDAR. You'll also have an opportunity to have your questions answered at midpoint and at the end of the presentation during our Ask the Expert panel session with all of our panelists. Now, we've invited you, along with over 600 professionals spanning 58 countries, representing a variety of industries. And over the next 90 minutes, regardless of your industry segment or your location, we're confident you'll find today's webinar of value. Richard Fisher, publisher at Inside GNSS and Inside Unmanned Systems, would like to take a moment to welcome you and introduce our sponsor and main moderator for today's webinar. So I'm going to pass it over to you, Richard.
Thanks, Lori. On behalf of the Inside GNSS and Inside Unmanned Systems team, including Glenn Gibbons, Stan Goff, and myself, I extend a warm welcome to our international audience for today's web seminar. We're delighted you could all join us. Our panel of experts today will provide an introduction and brief history of UAS-based LiDAR systems, followed by presentations of real-world applications. In a short time, they'll take us from the theoretical to the very practical. And now, I'd like to introduce our sponsor, Joe Hutton of Planelists. Joe?
Thank you, Richard. Welcome, everyone. Trimble Planelists is a wholly owned subsidiary of Trimble Navigation Limited, and our focus is on providing enhanced productivity solutions using GNSS and inertial technology for various applications, including airborne mapping, seafloor mapping, mobile mapping, and autonomy. In the mid-1990s, Planelists pioneered the use of GNSS-aided inertial systems to directly georeference airborne mapping sensors on manned platforms, first with analog film cameras and then with all digital sensors, including camera, synthetic aperture, and LiDAR. With the explosive growth of unmanned aerial systems for mapping, we now offer direct georeferencing solutions tailored specifically to meet the cost, performance, size, weight, and power demanded by these platforms. The Planelists products and solutions for direct georeferencing on unmanned aerial systems are sold as part of the Trimble portfolio of OEM products for precision mapping for UAVs. Trimble offers a complete range of OEM solutions to the UAV industry that encompass navigation, guidance, control, precision landing, mapping, and surveying. These products range from small, high-performance L1 RTK GNSS OEM boards to multi-frequency, high-accuracy RTK boards and full GNSS-aided inertial solutions for direct georeferencing, complete with post-processing software. We are very pleased to sponsor today's webinar focused on direct georeferencing and LiDAR for unmanned aerial systems. While somewhat controversial, we believe that LiDAR integrated with cameras and direct georeferencing represents the pinnacle of accuracy and productivity, and it will soon become the standard payload for mapping and surveying with UAVs. To further this discussion, we have assembled a panel of industry experts to share their thoughts and experiences on this topic. Thank you for spending the time to join us today, and I hope you find this session very informative.